welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. Now the global launch is upon us. As you guys are seeing this video, I'm pretty sure the global launch is a couple of hours away. I want to make this video to help you guys out in regards of who's the best characters in the game. So it's a tier list video for both the characters as well as weapons. So I will be making a tier list video for both of them. That is today's video, sorry. And then I will be releasing a lot more guides on the game as well. So if you guys are not aware, as you can currently see over here, I am a content creator for solo leveling Arise. I've been playing since the early access, so I have a lot of information regarding the best characters, the best builds, and I have spent a lot in the game, so I do kind of understand a lot of the ins and outs of this game. So this video should hopefully be as accurate as possible because I have tried out a lot of the characters. It's probably one I haven't tried out properly, and then that's the free SSR, but based on this kit, it doesn't seem too impressive. So yeah, my original tier list was actually this over here, but I will be switching stuff out because there's a couple of changes I want to make. Plus I also want to talk about certain SR units that honestly definitely should be on this list as well. So this is not only an SR tier list, it involves some of the SRs available. So first changes I want to make right now. So if you want to see the kit for some of the characters, the first three on top will remain like this. It's gonna remain like that. The top three in SS broken, that is the broken characters in the game, and honestly the must-have characters. Unfortunately, when global comes out, you guys will not be able to get Troy. Oh, PS, the characters are in order. So the characters in front are the ones I put as the best. So again, I'm going to be switching some stuff out. So the characters in the front, it means they're better than the ones on the right side. So I'm going to be changing some stuff. Now before I carry on guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content on solo leveling Arise. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure you are subscribed and make sure that post notification is on. Help your boy out by letting this video get all the way to 60 likes to show your support, and let's carry on with the video. So first change, as you guys saw, originally I thought Sia was the best character in the game. I would say Emma's probably the best one, since supporters have like better, how do I say it, supporters have better longevities than DPS, but at the same time Sia has supportive capabilities because she has the ability to provide you guys with shield, and honestly in fact both those characters are the most important characters in the game, simply because you need CO. You absolutely need her to deal with a particular boss in the game, which is Cerberus. You need CO for that. It makes it a lot easier. If you want to clear the harder ones, you need her not maxed out. You need the dupes for her as well, and you just want to invest into her. With characters like Emma is just all around the best character in the game because her skills have AoE capabilities that help you guys with the hunter stages. The damage from this is insane. She has great supportive capabilities, buffing up your defensive and your attack. So that's really good. Her damage is good as well, and that's why instead of CO being number one, I went with Emma. And then the second character I went with CO. Oh, PS, there is break characters in this game. So break characters are very important because some of the bosses in game has a break bar, and it's always better to break the bar than just using other characters that don't have break ability. So both Emma and CO do have break ability. Emma and C are both amazing break characters. So all the way at SS. Now with Troy, he's just a straight up DPS, but he does have some supportive capability because he does decrease the defense of the enemy by 15%. Unfortunately, when he comes out, unfortunately in global launch, he will not be here for you guys. He will get a rerun though, so look forward to that. But he is a good character. I'm going to leave it up at SS. I'm a little bit skeptical on his longevity though, because I've seen information of future characters and they seem more interesting in terms of capabilities. Okay, one change I want to do is I'm going to move him up to SS. He is without a doubt the best support character for Chahin when she comes out. He does buff up light characters, and overall he is a very good buffer He does have a little bit of a healing capability, but his healing is not that great, but it's still useful. And then he also has abilities to debuff the opponents, which gives you a 15% the damage they take is increased by 15%. Plus, with his ultimate, he has the ability to basically increase his damage and critical rate, as well as critical damage rate as well, which is essentially important for every character that does have crit rate and crit damage. So this is actually really strong, and definitely deserves SS tier in my opinion. So I do want to slot another character in SS tier, but there is a little bit of an issue with Beck. Beck is a very good damage dealer. In fact, if I was just going over like DPS capability, all the way at SS tier. The issue is when global launch comes out, he is actually going to be in the banner. You will be able to get him. So if we go over to draw right now, as you can see, his banner is going away in 7 days, but as of recording, global launch is in 17 hours. So his banner is still going to be here, and a lot of global players have the opportunity to summon for him. The thing is, I will make a separate video on this topic actually. The thing is, with global launch, you guys are not going to be good at dodging. You guys are not going to be good at actually manually playing the game properly. So therefore, when you have a character that is extremely risky to play, simply because he needs to take damage, he needs to lose HP, plus his skills allows him to take more damage, it's going to be iffy for you guys, especially if you don't know how to play him properly. His damage is good, but another issue with him is that his exclusive weapon, you guys will not be able to get it unless you actually spend real money. The reason for that is because his event, again, is going away. For some reason, they thought it would be better to extend his banner, but not extend his events. Now, this is a way to rope you guys in to spend actual money for him. I think it's a little bit scummy that the devs did that, but it's something worth noting. So capsule draw, this is the only way you could get his weapon. But you know what the devs did? They decided to go into the shop and add a pack where you have to use paid resources to get his exclusive weapon. And guess what? The duration of this is the same as the banner. I don't know why they didn't extend the event. I don't think within 8 days you guys would have been able to, get this. So actually, no, you could, because there's a chance you could get his fin. So if I go over to special, this is it. This is the only way to get his exclusive weapon. If you guys are in global and you guys are you summon for him, his exclusive weapon is insane and is important. Besides this, actually, there is another way to get his weapon. You have to actually craft it, but everyone got this weapon for free. So now you have to go in here. His weapon will be added in here. Oh, okay, it's already there. You're gonna have to use this resources, which this is the hardest resources to come by in game. You get limited amount every month. So again, take it out as you will, but honestly, Beck is an insane character. And like I said, in terms of just straight DPS, he would be here. Like global launch though, I will put him down slightly, simply because you guys will not know how to use him properly. But if you guys are hardcore gamers and you get the hang of him straight away, he's an iffy character, but he will definitely be SS tier. So honestly, just a quick disclaimer on that. So I will still slot him at SS tier. Now for S tier, I have Beck, and honestly, Beck is the best breaker in terms of like able to break the boss's break bar as fast as possible. That is what Beck can do. And essentially, he also has some great supportive capabilities, and his damage is actually very good. His damage is pretty good as well. So he has the ability to decrease defense by 20% to the opponent, which is actually really good. His damage overall really nice as well. Honestly, one of the best characters to use in game as well. I use him alongside some of the other main breakers in the game. So like, I usually run 2 breakers plus a main DPS or buffer. So my 2 breakers I usually use is Emma and CEO, and then I either use as my third character Min, or I use another DPS. Now if I can't use one of those characters, Emma or CEO, due to not debuff, but due to elemental disadvantage, I will always use him, and I will always recommend you guys to use him as well. So that's why he's in S tier. Now I will be bringing up Lee Bora all the way to S tier, because since I'm moving a bunch of the S tier characters to SS tier, I'm gonna have to reshuffle this over. So Lee Bora is a really good supportive capability, supportive character with the ability to apply charm, which basically increases damage taken by 15%. Now this is an AoE ability because a lot of opponents can be swept up with this, so you can apply charm to a lot of them, which is useful. Plus she has great supportive DPS ability because she basically buffs up dark type characters when they're on the side on this circle. Plus she has the ability to remove debuff. Now she's the only character, if I remember correctly, that can remove debuff. There's a lot of stages that have debuff, so she's literally your go-to character if you don't want to deal with the debuff. So that's something worth noting. And then she has the ability to summon this fox, which stays on field even if you switch out of her, and this fox provides you with a little bit of DPS as well. So honestly though, I'm only disappointed with her ultimate skill. Even though the percentage is insane, for some reason the damage is always bad. In terms of what you want to build her with is crit rate and crit damage, but we're not going to talk about that in today's video. So she is a very good supportive character. If you're using Libra, you wouldn't use Min because Min applies the same type of effects, and I believe those effects don't stack. So depending on what you want, do you want Min with his punishment plus his ability to increase your crit rate or crit damage, or do you want her with the ability to summon this little fox? Her damage is better. Obviously he's just a supportive character, but she has supports DPS capability. So I do think Min is better than her. However, she has her amazing utility, especially with the debuff. Again, let's not forget about that. The ability to remove debuff is insane. That's really nice. Okay, now I really don't know if I want to put Lim at S or A tier, because I already made a video on Lim and I said he is the most overrated SSR, and that is because a lot of people want to talk about him, but he really doesn't perform amazingly well in most of the content we have, and he's really relegated to like bosses. Like if you want to deal great damage, not great, like good damage against bosses, yes, you can use Lim. He's a break character. He's the only break character for dark type. So honestly, yes, I should put him in S tier because of that. But I will make sure you guys are well aware, he is not the character you're revoting for. As you can see, a lot of the characters you're revoting for are all in SS, and then you also have these two other characters that are I say way better, but are better than Lim. Lim is not your choice for character. Now, again, overrated but still useful, but as you can see, I don't use him, and I think a lot of people don't actually use him, because at the end of the day, if you want a good breaker, he's not the character to go for. I'm not saying he's not good at breaking, but there's other better characters because they also have great supportive capability. His support ability, not that great. His damage is pretty much locked to his ultimate. That is pretty much it. And then after that, the rest of his that's basic attack and core attacks ain't that great for like DPS and mobbing. If you're going against mobs, he's not the best character. His damage falls flat. Don't ever use him for mobs. If there's a lot of mobs, don't use him. So I want to put him at A tier, honestly, I really do. But since he's the only dark type breaker and you can still use him, I'll put him at S tier. But a quick disclaimer, don't reroll for him unless you love the character. He is not the character to reroll for. Next up, we have him. I want to put him up because, okay, a lot of players don't use him, including myself, simply because a lot of stages don't require wind type attackers. So I wouldn't tell you guys to reroll for him, honestly. The thing about him though is he scales off really well with his dupes. So if you do get his dupes, trust me, he does become really good as a main DPS character. And the ability to remove shield is something that we haven't really touched on in game. So I feel like in the future, if there's a boss that really has tanky shields, but he's the only one that can break the shield or remove the shield as fast as possible, then it will make him one of the best characters in the game, or one of the strongest characters in the game. Again, he does kind of scale off with dupes though, making it seem like you need more of his dupes. So take that as you will. A lot of people don't use him. Like I said, he's great in AoE. Okay, look at his damage. His damage is really good though, in general. He doesn't have any break abilities, so most of the time if you're trying to fight against bosses, you wouldn't. Okay, you could use him. You could use Emma. Actually no, he doesn't have good supportive characters as well, actually, except her. Actually, she's a good support character. Let me quickly see. Yep, okay, cool. So that's me talking a lot about the flipping characters. Let me quickly go ahead and add the SR units as well, so you guys are well aware of the best SR. So she is amazing. She is a good break character. She freezes. She is one of the best, if not the best, SR unit in the game. We also have him as well. He is a bleed type character, so his damage is actually really good. If you don't have good DPS characters, a good SSR DPS, so all the DPS you see in SS tier, he is a character you can go ahead and build. We also have Heian, a really good supportive character, and now we're gonna put her in here. Now, she isn't a character you use every single content. Power of Destruction is where she shines. Now, Power of Destruction is a content that you will not unlock anytime soon, though. Especially if you're global. This is Power of Destruction over here. You won't be unlocking her this anytime soon. So, if you do, though, you will see that, as you can see, she is used and she's really good. But besides that, she's not as good as the other SRs on top, in my opinion. And then we also have him. I'm gonna put him in here. Great stun. He has the ability to stun. He's a great tanker. Provides you guys with shield as well. He's just a really good support hunter in general. And then we also have her as well. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing it this way. So the best of the best. So there we go. No, wait, sorry, you're not there. She's all the way at the bottom. Okay, I would go with him first because I do like his support capability. With Anne Ruse, which is this unit over here, she is basically a water type character, and if you have a lot of dupes for her, she's actually really good. And if you have a character that does DOT, she would be a really nice character to use alongside her. So yeah, that's worth noting as well. So I'm just gonna start just slotting the other characters as well. So with her, I'm gonna put her in good, and for him, I'm gonna put him at B tier. Now, when it comes to the worst SR unit in the game, it's this guy. So don't even bother building him. Jin will be B tier. This guy, I would put him at I guess for him, I would put him here. No one else is used. Actually, I really don't like this character even. So it would be like this. This would be my tier list, guys. This is it. This is my tier list for characters. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at weapons, because this is the important part as well. So in terms of weapons, I have every single weapon in the game as well. So let's see. There we go. So for a SSR, the best weapon is this one. So let's not even try this. It's literally the best weapon. Next up, we have the book, the Grimoire. The Grimoire is insane as well. I love this weapon because it gives you freeze plus insane DPS. So let's take a look at the preview. Look at this. It's a good AoE potential, great damage, freezing capability. It's really good. Plume Sword is there for that crit rate and crit damage buff. Sorry about that. Let's quickly go back to weapons. So that's really nice. For this weapon, I want to put it higher, but you do need its first dupe. Like, its first dupe makes it really OP. Next up, we do have this weapon as well. Really good for story because it provides you with shield and damage as well. Scythe, I want to play Scythe at S. You do get the Scythe for free, but honestly, the more dupes you get, you want the first dupe, honestly, because it increases its crit rate. Next up, the Huntsman. I don't know exactly where to put the Huntsman. I don't use the Huntsman that often. So I've seen a lot of tier lists though. They put him at, is this a Huntsman? Or yeah, it's the Huntsman. Yeah, the Huntsman. I do use it because it's at level 70. I got 3 dupes in. It's between these two. Like, the damage is really nice, but it's usually against break characters. If you want to break. So I will put it here though. This one, it's not that great, guys. This is the worst SSR for Sung Jin Woo. So these are all the weapons for Sung Jin Woo. The next one is all for Hunters. Now, Hunter's weapon. Now, Hunter's weapon are never as good as Sung Jin Woo's weapon, or the ones currently are not as good as Sung Jin Woo's weapon. So none of them are going to be in SS broken tier. So the good ones, in my opinion, is this one. This is for Emma. So that's Emma's weapon. this is it over here. It's really good because it increases the break, increased damage dealt to characters that doesn't break. Heat absorption, really nice for her. Now honestly though, the first one I would want to build is this one, simply because this is one of the best SSR weapon for CO, and it increases the crit damage by like 20%, actually no, 25%. The more dupes you get on this, the more nutty this weapon becomes. So honestly, one of the best SSR weapons. I'm gonna put this here, or actually A or S, because it does have great supportive capabilities. So it increases the user's HP. So this is for Min Byung, the healer slash support character. When the user uses Heavenly Blessing, I believe that's his ultimate, the user and team members damage dealt is increased by 4%. So another further buff. Now if you get more dupes for this, the more nutty it becomes. So honestly, it's S tier. It is S tier. Great support capabilities for your team, especially when the character itself is also a good support character. So yeah, Heavenly Blessing, yep, it's his ultimate. Okay, this weapon, just put it here. This is the free weapon you're given. Oh my days, I didn't talk about the free guy. He's just there. Okay, this weapon, let me quickly see. Sorry, actually, it's been a while. So I go to Codex, weapons. So what does this one do? I'm gonna put this all at A tier. Next one, Lee Bora's weapon. So Lee Bora's weapon is this one over here. Receiving crit damage is increased by 2.5. That's actually pretty good, but I do prefer Min Byung's better. But yeah, it's gonna go in A. Oh, this is Troy's damage. Troy's weapon is really good. Unfortunately, again, you can't get his weapon for free anymore. So increases user's attack by 5%. When the attacking character is burned by Troy, the defense is decreased by 7%. That is really, really good. Really, really nice. Important SSR weapon. Limbs, I'm putting it at A. This guy says A. Now, when it comes to the SR weapons, because it is worth noting, the best ones in general. Now, Westwind was the best SSR or SR, in fact, best weapon in the game, but it got recently nerfed, so I haven't actually tried it, so I don't know where to put it. I'm gonna say, because it was SS broken before, I'm gonna assume it's just like A tier now. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. But again, quick disclaimer, it recently got nerfed, so I don't know how good it is anymore because I don't use it. For this weapon though, it will be S tier plus the orb, and those are the really important SR weapons. I'm gonna put this one here and this. Yeah. And then for this one, we put it at B. This one at B. I really like this weapon as well. I'm gonna put this at B. And then this weapon is defensive in nature. I'm just gonna put it here. The gun. Put it here. This one freezes, and I do like this one weapon as well. I think it's useful. This one is defensive. I'll put it down here. This one I'll put it here as well. This one I'll put this here for now. This one I'll put it here as well. So this would be, the rest are Hunter's one, and honestly all of them are good. So yeah, all the ones are good. Okay, cool. So this is the tier list for the weapons and the characters. This is my tier list over here. Hopefully you find this video helpful and overall useful. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are excited for global launch as well. By the time you guys are seeing this video, we have a couple of hours left, so that's going to be exciting to play the game. Our global launch, we're going to get a new character, so we'll be doing a showcase video on that character. We'll be summoning as well. I have 120, so that's good. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.